The gymnast's dream. Emma was born to fly, not with wings, but with strength, grace, and endless determination. From the moment she could walk, she was climbing, jumping, and spinning. "One day, I will be the best gymnast in the world," she always said. Her parents thought it was just a childhood dream, but Emma was different. She never gave up. At the age of 10, she joined a gymnastics club. Every morning she trained for hours. She fell many times, but she always stood up again. "Every fall makes me stronger," she said with a smile. Years passed, and Emma became better. She won local competitions, then national ones. People started noticing her. "She will go far," her coach said. Emma believed it too. She worked harder, dreaming of the World Championship. Then, after 5 years of hard work, the news arrived. She was chosen to compete in the World Championship. It was the moment she had been waiting for. Her family, her friends, and even her town celebrated her success. She trained day and night. She wanted to be perfect. Every move, every step, every jump, she practiced them all. She knew she was ready. Nothing could stop her now. But life is not always fair. Just 2 days before the biggest competition of her life, something terrible happened. Something that changed everything. Emma was in the gym, practicing her final routine. The floor was smooth, the lights were bright, and her heart was full of excitement. She had done this routine 1,000 times before. It was easy for her now. She took a deep breath and ran forward. She jumped high, spinning in the air with perfect form. But when she landed, something went wrong. Her foot twisted, and she fell hard to the ground. A sharp pain shot through her leg. The gym became silent. Her coach ran to her side. "Emma, are you okay?" he asked, worry in his eyes. Emma tried to move, but the pain was too much. Tears filled her eyes. She knew something was wrong. The doctor arrived quickly. He examined her foot and shook his head. "It's broken," he said softly. Emma's heart sank. Broken now? Just 2 days before her dream competition? It couldn't be real. Her coach held her hand. "You need to rest," he said. "You can't compete like this." Emma felt like the world was crashing down around her. Years of hard work, all for this moment. And now it was slipping away. She sat there in shock, her mind racing. Was this really the end? Would she never compete again? She had dreamed of this moment for so long. Now it felt like a dream that would never come true. Emma sat in the hospital room, staring at the white walls. Her leg was wrapped in a heavy cast. She could not move it without pain. The doctor had said she needed weeks to heal, but she did not have weeks. The competition was tomorrow. Tears filled her eyes. She had worked so hard for this moment. 5 years of training, long hours in the gym, and so many sacrifices. And now, all of it was gone in 1 second. Her coach came to visit. He sat beside her and held her hand. "Emma, I know this is hard," he said, "but this is not the end. You are still a champion." Emma shook her head. "I wanted to win," she whispered. "I wanted to show the world what I can do." Her coach smiled. "You have already shown the world your strength," he said. "It is not about winning. It is about never giving up. And I know you will not give up." Emma wiped her tears. She wanted to believe him, but the pain in her leg was too real. The dream she had chased for so long was slipping away. She had never felt so lost. That night she lay in bed, thinking about the future. Would she ever compete again? Would she ever feel the joy of standing on the mat, hearing the cheers and showing the world what she could do? She did not know. The next morning, Emma woke up to the sound of birds outside her window. The sun was shining, but she did not feel its warmth. Her heart was heavy. Today was the day of the competition. She should have been there, standing with the best gymnasts in the world. Her parents arrived early to see her. They brought flowers and a small gift. "We are so proud of you," her mother said. "You have worked so hard, and that means more than any medal." Emma forced a small smile. She knew they wanted to make her feel better, but nothing could change what had happened. She felt empty inside. A nurse walked in with a tablet. "Someone wants to talk to you," she said, handing it to Emma. Emma took the tablet and saw her teammates on the screen. They were at the competition, wearing their uniforms, smiling at her. "Emma, we miss you," one of them said. "You are still with us in spirit." Tears filled Emma's eyes. "I wish I was there," she said softly. Her best friend, Lily, leaned closer to the camera. "Emma, you are the strongest person I know. This is not the end. One injury will not stop you. We believe in you." Emma took a deep breath. Maybe she had lost this competition, but she had not lost everything. Her journey was not over. She still had a future, even if she did not know what it looked like yet. Days passed and Emma remained in the hospital. The pain in her leg was strong, but the pain in her heart was even stronger. She spent hours watching the gymnastics competition on TV. She saw her teammates perform beautifully. She cheered for them, but deep inside, she wished she was there. One evening, her coach visited her. He sat beside her bed and held her hand. "Emma, I know this is hard," he said, "but champions are not just the ones who win medals. Champions are the ones who never give up." Emma looked at him. "But I lost everything," she said. "I trained for 5 years, and now it's all gone." Her coach shook his head. "It's not gone. You still have your passion, your strength, and your future. This is just one chapter of your story." Emma thought about his words. Maybe he was right. Maybe she was more than just a gymnast. She had worked hard, and she could still fight. The next day, Emma asked the doctor about her recovery. "Will I ever do gymnastics again?" she asked. The doctor smiled. "It will take time, but with hard work, you can recover. You may not compete at the same level, but you can still be part of gymnastics in many ways." Emma nodded. She didn't know what the future held, but she knew one thing: she would not give up. Months passed, and Emma worked hard on her recovery. Every day she did her therapy exercises. It was painful, but she did not stop. She remembered the words of her coach: "Champions never give up." One day she visited the gym where she used to train. Her teammates welcomed her with hugs and smiles. They told her how much they missed her. Emma watched them practice and felt a deep love for gymnastics. Her coach approached her. "Emma, I have an idea," he said. "How would you like to help train the younger gymnasts?" Emma was surprised. "But I can't do gymnastics like before," she said. "You don't have to," the coach replied. "You have experience, passion and knowledge. The young gymnasts need someone like you to guide them." Emma thought about it. Maybe she could still be part of gymnastics in a different way. She smiled. "I would love to help," she said. Years later, Emma became a respected gymnastics coach. She helped many young athletes achieve their dreams. She still felt sad about her injury, but she knew that her journey did not end. It just changed direction. Emma learned an important lesson. Life does not always go as planned, but we can always find a new path.